Hi everyone and a very warm welcome back to the April Monthly WARNO Tournament from SD League. Today we've got a couple of games with Meddi and Hippie. I don't often do Hippie's games these days because I know he does them all on his own channel, but this gives me an excuse to give advertisement to his channel. Do check out the link in the description below. And also it's a game with Hippie and Meddi. Both very experienced players. Hippie used to be the meme lord of this game, but by his own admission, has become much more of a meta player recently, so I'm not sure what to expect from this game. Over on the left in blue, we have Meddi playing as the 8th Infantry, and over on the right in red, we have Hippie playing as the 82nd. 82nd is an interesting choice in itself, as I understand in this current version of the game, it's certainly not in the strongest position, so it'll be interesting to see how Hippie plays it. He's brought artillery in already, which he's smoking down Alpha. This is an unusual tactic right off the bat. Whether we can consider it meme, I'm not sure, but certainly an unusual tactic. I don't think I've ever seen anyone smoke right off the bat like that in this game. He's sending a lot down there, not unexpectedly, as it is usually the player on Hippie's side that would fill Alpha. And then there's sort of that fight to try and get in there by Meddi. But Meddi's actually sending quite a lot to the top. There's a smattering of units there for Hippie, but I think Meddi's actually going to try and breach Delta. So that might be quite interesting. It could be that Meddi takes Delta and Hippie just maintains control of Alpha. Though there is a command in already for Meddi. That rhymes. I'm a poet and I don't know it. These artillery pieces still smoking. This is really interesting. So there's a command in there just sat at the back. Surely that is visible. Yeah, I was going to say that is visible to the LRS, surely. Yeah. I mean, he knows it's there. Surely something's going to come in and kill that, or the artillery's going to fire on it. Is that artillery still smoking? No, that artillery's smoking. That artillery's attacking over here on that building. But it's safe to say that Meddi has taken the top. Currently, Meddi is way out in the lead. He's plus 10. There's no commands in yet. One command finally coming in for Hippie. This is going to be a nice early advantage in points. Seemingly, air control is already on the side of Meddi. He's going to take out that chopper. There it goes. This is an unusual opening to this map. A little bit of skirmishing for this point down here. Meddi with just a smattering of units. I'm still surprised. I was going to say the attack beacon is down on that command. Are the artillery finally firing? No, the artillery are firing at other targets. He's just leaving the command where it is. He's trying to take out the LRS and recon and things. Bradley up here getting shots over there. Another marker just went down somewhere. Oh, down here. Hippie marking the ACAV. Still neither of they're both shooting over here now. Finally, a cap for Hippie at the back there. Loads of airborne engineers coming in. And an M67 squad, military police. Another command finally coming in at the top there. Obviously, Hippie will be coming in to contest these, but Meddi already halfway to the winning points mark. It's a good early start for Meddi. And he seems firmly in control of the top. A little bit of annoyance from the artillery, I'm sure. That Bradley is proving to be very annoying. Toe Cobra almost certainly coming in to kill it. Command finally in the bottom here to neutralize. I think he'll have a hard job getting a command in the top here. Meddi's pulled his command out of the bottom point though. Only plus 3 currently to Meddi. There's a guy of bomber coming in there. Not sure what it hit. Possibly the infantry. Certainly there's some routed infantry there. Hippie doing a lot with very little here. The aero rifles and the Bradley managing to clear out this area. All these infantry coming in down the bottom here. Cobra coming in now, though, to cause issues for that Bradley. Surely will get the kill on the Bradley, though it is now taking fire itself. Tow Missile gets the kill. Command in the back corner for Meddi again, back to +2. Anti-tank jet coming in there. Yes, going for that at the back. There isn't really much anti-air down there. In fact, there's no anti-air down there for Meddi. He's been relying on his aircraft. Command will go down. Cobra takes a hit as well. Back to neutralize, but still a very nice point advantage for Meddi there. But Hippie has now regained control of this very bottom corner, so has potential to get a command in there. F-16C anti-tank going for the Tow Cobra. Getting shot at by an Eyehawk. Does a lot of damage to the Tow Cobra. And manages to dodge the missiles from the Eyehawk. Just the one Eyehawk in right now. There's another one. Oh, there's a Chaparral coming in. Not much anti-air at all for Meddi in this game. And constant harassment from Hippie and his early purchased artillery pieces. He's forcing Meddi to move constantly. Command being moved in down here now. Mortars being utilized by the looks of it. Yeah, mortars back there for Meddi. Anti-tank jet was doing quite a lot. Stayed in the map for quite a while. There goes the neutralization of the top point now, which means that Hippie is now +2. There is another command coming in for the bottom point, though. Over on Meddi's side. This is quite a... It's playing out very weirdly, this game. A-10 takes a hit from the Eyehawk, but the Eyehawk taking fire from the artillery now. Falcon should get the kill. There it does. F-15C Eagle coming in, though. Oh. Fighting Falcon is taken out. The Eagle is now escaping. Fighting Falcon did come in for it, but I'm sure will be retreating, although it is getting shot at by the Avenger. Avengers get at least one hit. Meddi trying to be slightly aggressive here. He does have an M1A1 here, which should absolutely mince the stuff here. Potential for the M67 to do a bit of damage to it, but the AT4 is almost dead and is very much panicked, so shouldn't be able to get any good hits. The biggest threat there is going to be the military police with the recoilless rifle. Artillery coming in on that building there. Very good harassment from Hippie with that artillery. Again, not something you see very often, especially in these 1v1 games, is artillery bought right at the start. Command back in at the bottom for Meddi. Back to +2 for Meddi as he has cleared out the command at the top there. F-16's in for that command again. Oh, misses what? That was somewhat unexpected. It seemed to miss completely. Eagle is in on station to cover for any anti-air jets that come in. CV has been moved out of that point. AT jet going in again for a ground attack. Goes for the Cobra instead. Gets the kill. Cobra's having a rough time of it this game. Meddi, once again taking complete control of the top point, has managed to push Hippie all the way out. Chaparral gets a good hit on the F-16. Hawk is going to get repaired and rearmed. Laser got a bomber coming in, going for the command once more. Surely we'll get the kill here. Still no anti-air at the bottom of the map. There goes the bombs. Direct hit. I don't know what it is in Warno, but compared to Wargame, those laser guided bombs just don't look as satisfying when they go in. If you compare that to the Nighthawk in Wargame Red Dragon, there's something a lot more satisfying about its bomb and its explosion. I don't know what it is. Back to neutralise. Meddi still with that significant lead. A little bit pushy back here as well now from Meddi. Meddi bringing in anti-air choppers, of all things. I wonder if he just doesn't have much anti-air in the deck. M109 in now. Is that for counter battery? Or no, he's aiming at this bush at the back there. I assume he's trying to command snipe. M60's coming in here for a little bit of harassment. No more commands coming in currently. Hippie once again has managed to push back into this corner. Batchy coming in as well now. Lots of fire going in on this Humvee. Meddi sort of surrounding this point, covering the supply lines. M60 tanks, probably good harassment here. Avengers look a bit panicked around the back. Trying to move to a safer position, perhaps. Obviously, Meddi has scouts around here now. And an ACAV around there. Laser guided bomber coming in again. Drops its bombs on there. I couldn't even see those bombs going in. Artillery is finally out of ammunition at the back there. Artillery coming in now from that M109. Trying to get these Avengers, I assume. They have moved, though. Once again, Hippie is in the top, but he's back to +2. He's done a really good job pushing back in that corner constantly. With seemingly not a huge amount of units. I'm really curious to see what the kills and losses are at the end of this, because it feels like, as much as Meddi's in the lead, it feels like he's lost more. M60's managing to chase off quite a lot of stuff here, forcing a retreat of all these infantry. ACAV's engaging on them here. Anti-tank jet coming in again. Going for the ACAV at the last second. Constant mortar fire going in on this corner now. Nice hit from an Eyehawk. Chaparral misses its first. Gets its second shot. Nice kill. Arrow rifles coming in now. Laser guided bomber coming in again. Going for the tanks now. Might get 2 kills here. Did it drop its bombs? It did. You can barely see them. Hits around the tank, though. Doesn't get a direct hit. Oh! Laser guided bomber takes a lot of damage there from the Eyehawk. Arrow rifles coming in for a panic drop. Seems to be struggling to land. Is currently stunned. Now, there has been a lot of cases of choppers being moved in and dropped right on top of enemy units, so that even if they're destroyed, the infantry survive and do damage. A-10 Rocker coming in, trying to get those M60s again. Oh, an M1IP in. Laser guided bomber in again, trying to kill those M60s. Still doesn't get the kill. 2 M1 IPs. Command in at the back there finally for Meddi, but Meddi still not with a lot in here. Is losing units trying to take it. Command still in place for Hippie. Command at the top is dead for Hippie though, so it is currently back to +2 for Meddi. Seed in, kills the Eyehawk. And I do wonder if that is the only Eyehawk that Meddi has in his deck, because I kind of would have expected another one to have come out by now. Cluster bomber coming in, goes for the Abrams, does a load of damage, but does not get a kill. But that was a lot of damage, both of them very badly damaged. There's an M1A1 coming in to assist. Still this M1A1 up here. No more commands coming in for Hippie at the moment. And he's looking thin on the ground. Meddi has managed to whittle down a lot of his forces by the looks. Still looks like there's a lot of blue dying though, doesn't it? A Hippie's unit's just really expensive in this deck. I'm really unsure. Command tank coming in here. We'll be heading for the center. Oh, there's a Cobra all the way back here. Killing reinforcements, look. This tank could be in trouble. No, it's not. Depleted rockets, and the cannon is holding fire. That's a shame. It's going to get killed by the F-16, surely. Yes, it does. If its cannon had been on, it might have killed that tank, because that tank has very poor armor. Yeah, 2 front armor. The cannon on that might have killed it. Marker gone down on that command once more. But I'll tell you what, that Cobra has killed the artillery pieces. So if nothing else back there, it killed the artillery. Still +2 to Meddi. 23 minutes left to the game. Eagle in again. Going for... Not sure what it's going for. I think it's just seeing if there's any anti... Yeah, it does get hit by the Chaparral. Dodges the second missile. And that's going to be repairing a while. Command has finally been destroyed in the bottom. Meddi takes it completely. +4 to Meddi. Surely that is game now. There is very little red on the screen. There's a command being brought in by Hippie. He's brought in another 2 artillery pieces. Not the most expensive artillery pieces, only 65 points apiece. Markers going down up here on those vehicles. I think he's currently trying to kill the command here. Surely this is game, though. Meddi +4. Realistically, I don't think... Hippie's probably going to get a command in here. Whether he get... I think he's going to try and move 2 in. But Meddi will see them coming in, I think. Yeah, you should see them coming down that road with the scouts. Command is safe and moved out here. Our artillery is just planning to keep firing on that corner, apparently. Thunderbolt coming in for the command tank. It has been spotted. You forget sometimes how slow the Thunderbolt is in this. Misses its kill. Smoke is down. Cobra going for the scout. There's a tow Cobra. It does have tow missiles ready, so it does pose a big threat to that Sheridan. The Sheridan can't stay smoked forever unless... No, smoke going down at the back there for the 2 commands that are coming in there. I thought maybe he might try to smoke the command tank. Another command immediately called in for Hippie. I think he's given up. He's just calling in command after command now. But Meddi will take the first game with a points win, one way or the other. He's managing to hold this point now. Hippie's still hitting him with that artillery, though. There's the surrender. Not quite the complete victory on points, but close enough. significant difference in kills to losses there. I'm very curious, though. I wonder... Was there a lot more losses early? No, it was probably about even. At one point, it felt like Hippie managed to kill a lot more. Maybe around here, I do notice quite a lot of blue dying then. But then it sort of switched and lots of Hippie stuff started to die. I think there's just a period of the game where there was just a lot of Meddi stuff dying and not much of Hippies, and then it kind of switched. Akav did a good job there. Abrams doesn't get MVP. The other side, it's got to be the Akav. You know, these M113A3 Akavs are not bad units. I've seen them perform quite well a number of times now. They seem to dish out a lot of damage. Got plenty of kills there. But let's head straight into game number 2. Welcome back to game number 2 with the map change to the somewhat unbalanced map. Hippie is playing over on the left this time in blue as the Territorial Commando Sud, and over on the right in red we have Meddi playing as the 2nd Panzer Grenadier Division. Hippie rushing up here with some green berets, and they are forward deployable. HE Bomber coming in there as well. Smoke going down. Once again, early artillery in for Hippie to smoke. HE Bomber here, trying to go for all of these choppers. Hippie has rushed this town, and that's a big thing because holding this town in Echo is usually very much on the side that Meddi's on. You know, getting in there early, taking it over. He's going to have a hell of a fight on here. He is deploying all his forces though, but this is quite a lot of effort going into this point from Hippie. HE Bomber coming in here, going for that Milan. Does not get the kill, and it goes down. The Roland 3 got it. Another HE Bomber coming in here. This could be a couple of early losses of aircraft here for Meddi. An unfortunate bombing strike didn't get any kills. As it stands, Meddi said absolutely nothing to Foxtrot really, and neither did Hippie, but Hippie has the MX-10 up there, which is going to be a nuisance. Hippie with a smattering of units in the middle, certainly more here for Meddi. But this is the big one. I'm really surprised at the amount that Hippie's put in here, and I think it's caught Meddi off guard. Normally, the player on Hippie's side doesn't do that. I think this has really caught Meddi off guard. Because he just didn't send that much there. The majority of his forces are in the middle. Usually, the person on Meddi's side sends a holding force here and that's it. So this is a really good shout by Hippie, just to go in there really aggressively early on. Because whoever holds this at the start is difficult to dislodge. And the command's coming in here already for Hippie. Interesting. Meddi caps the back point there, and Hippie is having to call in another command. Hippie has spotted that chopper going around the back. Pot 2. Chopper coming in around the back there. This is a bit all over the place. There's units around the back here. There's... I feel like the map's upside down suddenly. Though nothing's happening in Foxtrot. There is a command coming in for it now. But there's no way Meddi's staying in this point. And that chopper is going to die to those Rolands very shortly. There it goes. Yeah, one hit, one kill. This is going completely differently to how I would have expected. Once again, a very unusual start to these games. With one player pushing an area that isn't often pushed. Last time it was Meddi, this time it's Hippie. But Hippie will be in complete control down here. I think Meddi has managed to take the top Foxtrot finally. And he will probably take the center. Though again, it's a smattering of units now. It's not big force that's sort of going in one area. He's got the Jaeger up there. And there are more reinforcements coming in for Hippie. But look at this down here. And once Hippie has consolidated his position, I'm pretty sure he will shift some of these forces to the center across that bridge. HE Bomber coming in again, but these are proving to be not very useful. Hippie's doing a very good job at moving out the way of these bombs. Yeah, it's a lost cause for Meddi now. He needs to make sure he's focusing elsewhere. I'd say there's at least half of Hippie's forces in there, if not more. And there's a lot of red dying. Look at all of that. There's a lot of red dying. Meddi already seemingly massively on the back foot in this game. These Jaeger, unfortunately, no air defense. The Gazelle cannons that are available to Hippie, just mince them. Gazelle cannons have their place at the end of the day, and that is catching units that don't have air defense off guard. And they will do damage. They're not going to do much to all units, but it's still got 2 penetration, so it's even going to hurt armor. AMX-10 here, getting some nice shots on the M48s. Again, this thing has such an amazing range. And an amazing cannon. Gepard coming in there for air defense at the back. I mean, all Meddi can hope to do here now is stop him getting to Alpha. He's lost this point here. Hippie has got his command in, has managed to chase out... Again, just chase out the Jaeger commander with a couple of Gazelle cannons. That Jaeger commander is surely going to die. Meddi just doesn't seem to have a response to these choppers. And I can't think off the top of my head, in terms of aircraft, what the 2nd Panzer Grenadiers get that could deal with this. He is utilizing the bombers here, but it's got the cannon, which is great. It will do damage. It's a 30mm cannon, which has proven recently to be very effective at gunning down choppers and other aircraft. There goes another one, but it's up against a Mirage. And that's another loss of a HE Bomber for Meddi. He's lost a few now. And is that the 2nd or 3rd one? We are only 8 minutes into this game and it's looking very blue on this map. It was a really good maneuver by Hippie to push so much into the bottom at the start. Markers going down on where those Milans might have been there. Another command is coming in for that point. The Gazelle cannons are still knocking around. And there's still no anti-air here. These Gazelle cannons are absolutely wrecking. You wouldn't think it, but they're doing a good job. Usually it's the Gazelle rockets we see pulled out. Command back in the center for Meddi. But Hippie's still +2 currently, controlling both of the side points, or the top and the bottom point, depending on how you want to view it. I don't think Hippie has any intention of pushing through to Alpha. Although I'm pretty sure he could if he had a tank or something there. Oh. Once again, Hippie making good use of that artillery for harassment and clearing buildings. And again, Gazelle cannons just tearing stuff apart. Command at the back here, already marked by Hippie, and those Gazelle cannons coming in. There is a 20mm anti-air gun at this side, which is managing to do some damage there. Is seemingly stunning down those Gazelle cannons at least, doing them a bit of damage. Not a lot, though. They're actually returning fire. Oh, wow. They returned fire on the anti-air cannon and killed it, even though they are, you know, low cohesion. Artillery now going in on that commander as well. Zischerung's arriving. Hippie is determined not to let that commander stay in there for long. HE bomber going in on the corner as well. Does take fire, though, so it doesn't drop its bombs. Two machine gunners opening up, but it doesn't matter. Command is dead. Just 11 minutes of this game gone. And Hippie seems to have done so much damage with Gazelle cannons. Zischerung's trying to push in there for Meddi, but met with a lot of resistance. I don't think he'll be attempting that again. Hippie making gains in the centre as well. Now has units across this entire point pretty much except for that corner. And is in reasonably firm control of the top as well. I have seen a couple of Gepards come in for Meddi, but one was killed early on, which I assume was in the centre. Meddi putting markers down at the top of the map there. Reinforcements coming in again for the centre to try and help take this town. There is a good number of infantry there for Meddi still. Artillery coming in. A lot of artillery coming in from across the map. 3 different pieces at least. As I say, Hippie doing a really good job at clearing buildings with it in both these games. Any reinforcements coming in now for Meddi, heading towards the centre for the most part. In an ideal world, I expect he also wants to push Foxtrot. Now, admittedly, it does feel like Hippie's units are quite spread out in the centre, whereas Meddi's a lot more concentrated, which potentially is an advantage for Meddi, but with all that artillery clearing buildings the way it is, there's an artillery piece all the way up front here. Yeah, there are 4 artillery pieces on the map now. And there's got a bomber coming in at the back there. Its bombs seem to be going all the way back here somewhere. Is he attempting to snipe a command? I don't even know what that was. Maybe he just got too stressed out with cohesion loss? I'm not sure. That was strange. There is a dead unit. I'm really confused. Unsure. Loads of fire going in on this area now, forcing this command to retreat right back to the corner. Hippie in good control of that town as well. Those reinforcements are coming in. Meddi trying to make a little bit of move on this point again. He does have another commander coming in there in an attempt to try and stop this +2. Marder's being used to good effect here, but very likely to be about to take fire. Already artillery coming in on these infantry trying to get in. And there we go. More artillery landing at the back now on those units coming in. Again, I think these are reasonably... 120 points for that one. And 60 points for that. So some of these are pretty cheap artillery. Laser guided bombers coming in for this area now. Managed to get a kill on one M48 with the assistance of the anti-tank jet. AA cannons having some good effect against the Gazelles there, though. Plenty of Panzer Grenadiers coming in the bottom of that point. Starting to look like a bigger concentration of red as the game has progressed now. Could we see Meddi make a comeback in this game? HE bomber coming in at the top there. Going for... Jeopard getting plenty of shots off there, but not doing a huge amount of damage. But the Eyehawk gets the kill. But he did still lose the machine gunner. Artillery now coming on this infantry and the anti-air unit there. Hippie doing a good job of consolidating control of this town slowly but surely. Up here, it's a bit of a mixed bag. Hippie has managed to progress all the way to the edge of this point and into this little industrial area with the support of the Cannon Panzer and the M40 guns. But it does seem like Meddi is managing to push back a little bit. Napalm bomber came in there. I'm not I think it dropped its bombs here. But the napalm bomber is down. Tornado comes in and gets one of the Mirages. The other Mirage is taking a lot of fire. The Mirage is down. Tornado is also down, but that's a good trade for the Tornado. He'll be pleased with killing both of those Mirages. Couple more M48s coming in there. These Panzer Grenadiers finally arriving. Oh, they're going to deploy over here. Unexpected. Jaeger Commander moving into this point now. I'm surprised that he's pushing those that way, though these Rolands are being pushed up right to the edge of this point. Gazelle cannons being pushed up here will cause issues for these units, and the anti-air gun is missing now. Napalm bomber coming in, gets hit with a couple of missiles, or at least one missile, and is very much stressed out. Aeromobiles causing issues here. Marder's already mostly dead. Panzer Grenadiers are out of their vehicles. At least one squad died there. And these Gazelle cannons, once again, Gazelle cannons just tearing everything apart in their path. Laser guided bomber coming in there will also drop laser guided bombs on these infantry. There they go. Beautiful strike. 2 squads wiped out. 1 squad remains. HE bomber coming in as well. Very, very good air response from Hippie throughout this game. Making really good use of these bombers. Look at all of these Gazelle cannons and everything rushing into this corner. Smoke being used there to good effect to smoke the command. AA gun once again here. I expect it's about to be destroyed though. Yes, immediately wiped out by those armor penetrating cannons. Because seemingly the anti-tank guns and the anti-air cannons are considered vehicles in terms of armor, so therefore they die very quickly to armor-piercing rounds. So tank shells, auto cannons, the like. Smoke going down here, trying to keep that command alive. It's a good tactic. But there's just a wall of red being destroyed here again. Unfortunately, it seems like Meddi has a massive lack of AA in this deck. Likely not his fault particularly. It's not the best deck, I think, when it comes to anti-air. iHawk manages to get another kill. The iHawk has been working hard this game. I'm surprised it hasn't been artillery down. Command is still alive here. Trying to move back into the point again. He's being engaged by the Zischerungs though. Just over the halfway mark of this game, and indeed Hippie is also just over the halfway mark in terms of the winning points. Jaeger Commander is back in this corner again. Napalm Bomber coming in, going for the center. Hippie still managing to stay in control here. He's spread his forces out a bit, which probably isn't a bad idea. Napalm Bomber taken out by the Fliegerforce and the Rolands before it gets very far. F-16 AT taking fire though. Jeopard opening up on it now. Surely will get the final blow. Yes, it does. I would have been shocked if it didn't. But Hippie continuing to make good progress here. That command once again moving, running away. Going across open ground now will be very lucky to survive this, I think. I don't think it's in range of any AT though at the moment. Oh, it's about to go into range of that. Oh, that was... Oh, it just went into range of the Jaeger Aufgull. And there it is dead. Point goes to Hippie in the center. +3. Oh, Meddi. It was so... I thought it was just on the edge and was going to escape, but the missile had already fired. Oh, Meddi. This has been a brutal game for you, my friend. Hippie's just played exceptionally well from the start. Very good maneuvering to take this right off the bat. Lots of artillery harassment. Amazing use of those Gazelle cannons. Absolutely amazing use of the Gazelle cannons. And then the constant stream of aircraft just picking off unit after unit after unit. Those laser-guided bombs doing an amazing job. And unfortunately, on the other side, Meddi just really struggling with anti-air. HE bomber coming in again at the top. Going for all these units at the back. 2 Leopards killed. An absolutely beautiful strike once again. He does lose the HE bomber though. Command coming in for the center for Meddi from the bottom there. We'll go into this corner where Meddi is managing to hang on for dear life. The 01A1A1's coming in at the top, trying to go towards the center here to take out these M48s. But with just 17 minutes left of this game, I think Hippie has the map control. He has the units. He's even calling in a command to drop off back there. I mean, I very much doubt that's going to reach there. I think this is Hippie going into... I don't care if I lose these commands mode. I'm just going to send it to the back. He'd almost have been better off sending one to Charlie, but obviously he doesn't know that. I assume this is going to get shot down by the Gepard. Oh, and there's another iHawk coming in there as well. Heading towards the center. MX-10 pushing up again. Going for those M48s. That will actually probably kill the Gepard. I take it back. Yeah, that's going to get a kill on the... No problem. Once it gets into that forest, surely it's going to see it. Will the M48 see it? No, it won't. Not until it's at the very edge. Oh. This is going to be close. M48 is firing. Oh, M48 gets the kill. I was going to say, I wasn't sure, but I looked like it was going to do it, and it did. BGS Being power dropped in effectively on top of that command. I mean, this is the thing. It's very cheese, isn't it? Thankfully, immediately annihilated by Meddi's forces. This is the command coming in here. The Jeopard isn't going to see it, though, because the Jeopard moved away from the AMX-10. This command's going to drop straight on top. And it will still drop, and when it drops, I think the Green Beret's leader may have anti-tank and may kill the Gepard. It survives with a law. Point is taken. I still argue that infantry shouldn't survive when their chopper is destroyed. Same as in Wargame. More people are starting to realise this happens again and are doing this a lot. You're seeing it done more and more, where people fly choppers full of infantry into enemy air defences, let the choppers die, and then the infantry kill the air defences. I hate to break it to people, but if a chopper goes down, the infantry might survive, but I'm afraid they'll be in pieces, and certainly not up for a fight. I don't think there's any kind of realism in them crashing in a burning chopper that's been blown out of the sky and then leaping out to fight. I'm not sure it's a great gameplay mechanic either. But Hippie will surely take this game now. I can't see Meddi managing to pull this back. He's lost so much stuff. Hippie's managing to have units back here, currently uncontested by anything that Meddi has. Hippie has regained full control of the top there and is making progress into Bravo as well. Few units managed to get in here from Meddi, but there's no chance. There's an army in here from Hippie. Artillery coming in on the Leo 2A3 there. And it's badly damaged. It's not going to survive for long. Engine destroyed. It's not going anywhere. This could get an unlucky hit on top of it. With one of these shells. Command is in that point for Hippie. +6. Just under 13 minutes left to the game. Two very interesting games. Two very different games to what we often see on these maps. And some interesting tactics used. And there's the game. Good game, guys. Commiserations, Meddi. That was a tough one. Hippie, some very good tactics used there. iHawk is going to get MVP because that iHawk that game was doing a really good job. And there's nothing that is going to contend with that in terms of kills. No. Definitely not. Oh. Oh. Hang on a minute. Oh. Aeromobile's got a lot of kills, transports, and infantry in those transports. Ooh. I think iHawk gets MVP because it's obviously killing individual units and not transports as well. But at the same time, I think we can give the Aeromobiles second place because they did do a very good job there. But yeah, the iHawk working hard that game. Good game, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe. Remember to check out Hippie on YouTube. Again, the link is in the description. And I'll see you all soon.